Hello, YouTube fans. Here again. And I feel about to do. Why not this one? Why not this one? I remember the other day mentioning about Sam, missing my mate Sam, and happy birthday. I did one. But today is another well-known person's birthday. That being Sir Roger Moore. That's right, Sir Roger Moore. Sad to believe now that Roger Moore is sadly went bye-bye. May he rest in peace over so many days. And we all know that in 2000, and it could be right, it could be one day, 2017, Roger Moore said bye bye and sadly passed away at the age of 88. May he rest in peace. But what a legacy this man's left us. He did take tacits such as Ivanhoe, and then we all know the tacit 1962 to 1969 TV series. Now I remember sewing the books of the Say. I've got it somewhere. I can't remember where I put it, but I have got the Say. We all know the Say had a lot of history. It wasn't just always what's the more it paid the Say. You know, we had movies off the Say. They had plays off the Say. It was taken up a book. But we all know Sir Roger Moore as the Say. Well, today for Roger Moore, it would have been his birthday. As Roger Moore would have been alive, may he rest, today would have been the man's birthday, being Sir Roger Moore. So I thought a bit of a change to talk about the history of an actor. Some actors who are sadly no longer with us, whether it be Bruce Lee, whether it be Sir Sean Connery, whether it would be Elvis the Pelvis, or whoever who is famous. I'll probably do a bit of bios of this. I just thought of it, and I thought, what the fuck? Why not? Why not? So yeah, we all know Roger Moore. That's the Saint. And then when the Saint went bye bye in 1969. It's had to do a bit of acting in other acting careers, but sad to say, some of the films he did was not that successful. So he decided to go back into TV. It was only in 1971 the Buffeters come out, with, remember right there, trying to think of the name of the actor, Jack Douglas. We all know Jamie Lee Curtis's dad. Jamie Lee Curtis's dad, Peter Douglas. Paid with my mate Roger Moore. And the Buffeters, it was very, very successful, but sadly to say, it was on the worstest network going. You've heard me shut this network loads and loads of times. Being the ABC channel. Now, ABC, you want to remember this re insults, just go back on ABC, the worstest network ever, ever. The ratings went down a little bit, and the ABC went bye bye and took it off. But yeah, another take channel with two take actors made of both rest. And the Buffeters was a very popular show. And you all know what's more, he started with a lot of other well known actors over the years. And we all know the rest. At the time, Sean Connery in 1971 decided that Diamonds Are Forever was going to be the last ever time he was played Bond in 1983. So they'll go on with that one. So they started to look for a new Bond going into 1972. Originally, and a lot of people may know this or this, Roger Moore was going to be offered that role in 1962 when Dr. No come out, and at the time, the say and everything, he couldn't do it. And then again in 1969, but he still had roles for the say. So again, he never had that look so there. So have to say in 1972, Albert R. Butler and Addis Horseman, the producers, as we all know, of the Bond films, decided he'd be ideal for Bond. And I always said Roger Moore was a good Bond. Some people felt he was Tampa, some people like him, some people prefer Connery, some people prefer Daniel Craig. But I like Roger Moore. Roger Moore, as we all know, did some date scenes. He was date with the one-liners. He was date with the stitchy liners. Though it had action when it wanted to be, yeah, it had a bit of your typical British humour, but I think Roger Moore went with that. I always said it. You could buy Roger Moore a martini in one hand and a beautiful brunette in the other. And I like that. You know what I mean? I like that. I felt he was pretty dud. He was dud with the one-liners, and he was dud. And in all fairness, he proved that age was just a number at the time. When he got that role, he started at the age of 45. and he went on through to his late 50s. And I mean, he proved that the older man can still be attractive, and he looked good. For that era, he looked bloody good, and he was brilliant. He was as Bond, James Bond. Like I say, it went on through the early 70s into the mid 80s as the role of James Bond. As the role, as we all know. And as we know, he went on, he did the classic Bond movie, Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loves Me, was one of the most big dosing and most expensive Bond movies of the 70s. He did Moonraker. I don't hate Moonraker, but I've got to admit the bits people don't like when he's in space. If it was over the top, it's going fucking sci-fi, Star Wars, all that. I felt they were the best bits. I felt they were the best bits because the action scenes, I would have given it a 2-star for Aphrodite, but when he's in space, that's the highlight. I like just to remember his name. Richard Teal, the dynamical teeth being Jaws. Richard Teal again pricing that role, brilliant. A bit sloppy at the end. And he falls in love with that blonde with a bit bleh. But the rest of that, brilliant. And then when he got into the 80s, they wanted to bring Bond down to earth because a lot of people felt it was a bit OTT rich in space and everything. And I thought, oh God, here we go, base states. But I actually liked it, For Your Eyes Only. I think he nailed it in the part. Octopus, as we all know, originally For Your Eyes Only was going to be the last Bond movie. It was going to be the last one. A lot of people felt, at that point, it was, let me think, it was about 53. So he was 53 when he got that role into that era. But I felt he looked good. I didn't get the problem. People say, oh, he's too old. Some women go for older men. And I think he looked good. He had a good figure on him, a good mystique. And I think he was too good as Bond. So originally when Octopus had come out, they was not going to have another actor play Bond. James Bolden, one of my favourite actors of all time, appeared in Westworld, appeared in a lot of other films. We all know appeared in the Annabelle of Horror. He originally was going to play Bond, and I saw the original audition tapes, and I've got to admit, he was bloody brilliant. But as we all know, I was about to say, Sean Connery was going to do a one-off Bond movie, being Never Say Never Again. So they thought it'd be a bit weird to have another actor, and that was, so they begged once more to come back, and he said, yeah, okay, on a 2 talented, we do Octopus and the next one being A Future with Kill, he would do that. So I would have loved to see what it would have been like if Dave Bolden would have done it, because like I said, I saw original review tapes where he was auditioning for the role, and I got to admit, it was bloody brilliant. But I still very much more was brilliant in Octopus. It does have its problems, but I don't hate the film. I still think it's a good film. Food to a Kill, I always say it was an average. The thing what's got going about it is Christopher Walken, Dace Jones, and the song by Duran Duran. At that point, yeah, in his late 50s, but I still think he was pretty good. And, but I still think it was an average. The action, it's there, but it's nothing to run home about. The action's nowhere near as good as The Spy Who Loves Me or For Your Eyes Only, or even his first Bond movie, Live and Let Die. I just didn't think the action was that exciting, to run home about. I mean, if anyone thinks of Food to a Kill, you just think of the song by Duran Duran. The Food to a Kill. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It was still a good role for Bond, and it was time once more felt at that time, yeah, he was pushing it a bit. So he went bye-bye to Bond. Then as his later career, he was pushing his 60s. He did a few TV movies, nothing that exciting. I do remember him appearing with Michael Caine in a good film, very good comedy actually, if you ever find it. It was a good one, but the thing I love about Roger Moore was date at presenting stuff. It's like in 87, it was doing the 20th anniversary of Bond at that time. Timothy Dalton was going to prize the world, but he presented it, Roger Moore, as the same character, and he did a 20th anniversary of Bond. It was brilliant in that. And yes, he was a bit naughty, he had an affair. We all make mistakes, we're only human, I'm not excusing what he's done. But nevertheless, he made that error. And he did a lot for charity. He was working on charity in different countries to help them out. So, for Voldemort, he did definitely a lot. So, he was an icon. As we all know, he sadly passed away, age 88. But what a legacy the man left. From the Say, the Buffaders, he even once played Sherlock Holmes. He did a few films, like the Jurassic War movie where the Dees Live, I remember I've got it right, the Wild Dees, he appeared in that. He appeared with a lot of well-known actors. That being Sir Roger Moore. So for Roger Moore, may he rest in peace. That's an icon. And today would have been his birthday, and he would have lived. But into them. I probably do some more like this, for it to be biographies and so on. Put it to them. Be smart. Be safe. See you later.